A question that I've started to get asked recently is whether ResiFund is built to rent. It's a term that started popping up in the media and it was popularised in the UK over the last 5 years. It's important to understand what build to rent is firstly. Build to rent means acquiring a property with the purpose of building a development and then renting the entire development out rather than selling it. So ResiFund is really a portfolio of rental properties, and we aim to buy properties that are already rented out or ready to be rented out. Sometimes they might not exist in the areas that we want, in the form that we want. It may make sense for us to build them. Sometimes that could be single family homes where we buy a block of land and we build it and then rent it out within 6 months. We'll obviously do that if we think that we can add value to the property and that's going to be beneficial to our investors, or if the type of property that we want there doesn't exist in the form that we want it. Similarly, with larger scale buildings, they may not exist in the areas that we want, and we may have to look at how we get those properties built. If somebody else has built it, we can acquire it as a finished asset that's already rented out, perfect. If it doesn't exist and somebody else hasn't already started that process, then we may acquire a property and enter into an agreement with somebody else to build it for us so that we can then benefit from the rental income once it's complete. So perhaps ResiFund includes some build to rent, but certainly ResiFund is not a build to rent fund. We're a rental property fund with a large portfolio of residential properties.